All right, good morning, everybody. I have off work today, so y'all know what that means. I need to do a huge morning code session. I need to hit up the gym at some point today. Maybe we'll head down to the park and do an afternoon coding session out there. I'm trying to work through a bottom sheet for the due date selection of the projects. And I've never made a bottom sheet before, so this is completely new. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing, but we're gonna work through this for probably the next, I'd say 2 hours, and then we'll kind of reconvene, head to the gym, get a quick workout, and come back. So hopefully within the next 2 hours here, I can knock out this bottom sheet, or at least starting to use the bottom sheet and starting to think of the layout and things like that. But yeah, pull up a seat, grab a fun drink, let's get the code, crack on a 2-hour session with me. Let's go. Yo, so it's been about an hour, and y'all just need to see how nice and smooth and clean this is. And once again, Expo community, y'all's libraries just freaking work. They work the first time. They're so easy to put together.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They're so easy to use and install and blah, blah, blah. Configure, that's the word I was looking for. They're so easy to configure. But yeah, check this out. I think this is the last piece of the project cards rather than creating a brand new one and like uploading a picture and shit like that. But I think this is the last piece for all of the quick actions and blah, blah, blah. So now when a user comes into their projects tab, and here's all of my different projects. Once again, here's your like little Kanban board style. So the projects in their different states. If you click on a card, it gives you like your quick actions. I've removed the trash can just because I think deleting one of these things should be a little more specific of an action. So that will be hidden on kind of like the full details, information screen. Same thing where you would do like big bulk type edits. But for like quick edits, like I want to make this a favorite or not, so you could just click the heart and make it a favorite. Or more importantly, in the library I just implemented, if you're like, this is a new project D, I want to set a due date. Very quickly, click this guy. You get your little modal down here. You can cancel this sucker. You can come back into it. On Android, this will use like the native Android modal, but you can click off of it. It's seamless. I was going to implement something similar in my own bottom sheet. I was probably going to do like a full calendar view, but man, this is so nice. You can come in here and say, yep, I want this thing due June 24th, 2024. You just click it and boom, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, done. So I think that is super sweet. The code for it was so easy. It's just a date time picker modal. You put it in date mode. There's also a time mode, but you have a handle confirm and a hide date picker on cancel. The on cancel is handled if they click off the modal, in the gray space anyways. The library just freaking works, and it's so good, and I love it. I'm gonna start getting ready to go hit the gym. I think we're gonna hit a shoulder day. What is today? Wednesday. Normally on Wednesdays it's leg day, but this is like a Wednesday vacation day, so we're gonna do something a little more fun than leg day. Rock a shoulder day. And yeah, I have the garage gym. And this is gonna sound like I'm a total freaking weenie, but I have the garage gym. It's like 94 degrees outside today, and it is just so ungodly disgusting in the garage that I just don't want to do it. So I'm gonna go to a local gym, hit a workout there, play on all their fun machines that I don't ever get to use anymore, but it should be pretty good. So let's go rock a shoulder day when we come home. I'm tired of living in this like dungeon of a desk right now. This like little office setup I have, it's quite messy. So we're gonna come home clean, and then we're gonna dive back into the code. So stay tuned. We're going to plan out the next steps. Yeah, we gotta get to the next steps. Let's go. Man, I'm from Pennsylvania. We don't do this 93 degree weather bullshit. I feel like I'm melting, guys. I'm freaking melting. Just get all proper and cozy in here. It's man, I've fallen asleep in this zero gravity chair, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So since I can't record the little gym montage, truthfully it was at Planet Fitness, and if I tried to record in there, they would probably ban me for life. I want to take this opportunity to just talk about something that I was asked recently, and it was, Peacock, you're making great money on your 9 to 5. Why are you still writing code after work? Why are you building this side project? Why are you sharing it on YouTube? And all of those types of things. And I sat there and thought back for a minute, and I had some gut reactions like, oh, well, it's a lot of fun. Like, I'm meeting a lot of new people and all those things. But I think a huge reality for me is It's a space and opportunity to, one, give back to you all for all of the things that I'm learning, how I'm progressing through this journey here. And then two, to be almost like a digital journal. And honestly, that's why I don't put in like crazy effort to edit these videos, because I do want it to be more raw and authentic in that digital journal type aspect, rather than being, you know, sick montages all the time and sick B-roll and things like that. To back this up, I said, hey, let me go look through my journal and look through some recent passages. And here is one. I'm going to read you a journal entry here. So this was on May 5th, a little over a month ago. And it says, I've been thinking a lot about being overwhelmed by Benchbox. Sometimes it feels that there isn't a lot of work left to do, but then I realize I'm basically nowhere into this app. So this is a reminder to myself that it's not about the finish line. It's okay to have goals, but it's about the journey and all of the insane things I'm learning along the way. And I think that's a really cool part about sharing this journey with you all. I think that's a really cool part about supporting you all in whatever journey or product that you're building. I'm surely learning a lot of new things literally every single day, and that does get me out of bed and get me really excited to continue building this thing. But the reality is, like, I don't have to do YouTube videos. I don't have to share the progress on the app, but I'm going to continue showing up every single week, one, to prove it to myself, two, to prove it to you all that you don't need to be some crazy entrepreneur or be an absolute freaking wizard when it comes to writing code. You just got to show up. That's it. You just have to show up, take that 0.01% and get better every time. So that is my message for you all, is continue showing up, continue having fun. There will be some days where you're like, man, I freaking love this. And there will be a lot of days where you're like, man, I want to go outside and go swimming, but you stay inside and you work on your project anyways. And I think that is super cool. I encourage you to share it back with the public. It is honestly a blessing. I've made so many amazing friends that I probably wouldn't have made if I decided to just stay in my room and build all by myself. But the fact that I'm out here building in public, I have a huge community supporting me. I have all of you all watching these videos, and shout out, and I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in every single week. We have over 1,000 subscribers on this channel now, which freaking blows my mind. Like, I never thought when I started this channel that I would have over 1,000 subscribers, let alone over 1,000 subscribers in the first 6 months. So the growth here is freaking bonkers, and I'm eternally grateful that y'all continue to show up every Sunday. And my promise to you is that I'm going to continue to show up every Sunday and continue building, learning, sharing it back with y'all, showing you the freaking mistakes I make, because there are tons and tons of more mistakes to come. It's just a really cool time to put yourself out there, chase the dreams, do something that's scary, and have fun with it. So that's my message to y'all, is track your progress, start a journal, make YouTube videos. You don't even have to publish them publicly. Just make the videos, put yourself out there, have fun, do things that are scary, and continue to show up every single day. All right, y'all, we're back from the gym, had a great shoulder workout, but I don't know about y'all, but I freaking struggle working in absolute freaking messes. So I'm gonna spend some time cleaning up this pigsty here and just getting my life organized again. Yo, shout out, just because fun drinks, fun candy, fun snacks. Sour Strips Bites, fire. If you haven't had them, try them. If you like sour candy, try them. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, all this junk here on the desk, laptops everywhere, old water bottles, I don't know. This is the real world. This is what life is actually like 90% of the time. But I want to get some organization going, some deep focus, give some love back to this room and tidy it up a little bit. So, cleaning montage, getting back into the projects. If your space is a mess, clean it up. I promise you, it'll help you re-energize and refocus and learn to love your space a little bit again. Sometimes when I let this place go, truthfully, I really hate working here, and I'll go like sit at the kitchen table because I'm being lazy. All right, so we're popping on a YouTube video. Shout out to the homie Mike. He's another like techie vlogger, tech founder kind of guy. If you haven't seen his channel, obviously like not sponsored or anything like that, but check him out. He's a cool dude. I like his content. It's a fun time. But now we gotta clean this place. All right, we are all tidied up. Look how nice and pretty. This is like my daily journal. This is my project book. You know, I got all my sketches and drawings and things in there. Then we have my personal laptop, my work laptop. Down here, I like to keep my, work notebook, my iPad just on a little extra shelf. But this is, this is the setup, y'all. And I love this space. I just have to make sure that I keep it super tidy or I kind of get a little crazy. Yo, shout out to John Malecki. If you don't know who he is, he used to be a Steelers NFL football player, and he is a woodworker who's doing YouTube content. One of my favorite people to watch on YouTube. And man, if I could get Benchbox in his hands one day, I might actually cry. So John, if you're out there, hit me up here. Be a beta tester for my MVP and let's freaking go, dude. I want to hook you up, start streamlining y'all's projects in inventory and all of those other things. But yeah, so he's a cool guy. I really like his content. Check it out. Now we need to start diving into this project screen. And I could just start diving into the code. I've already had some like loose ideas of what I want it to look like. But this is where I'm going to recommend to myself, but also to y'all, to just go back in with paper and pencil and just start designing. So here is my little notebook. It is just a, dot grid notebook. Here, I'll even roll back a couple. Here's just other screens that I've kind of worked through. This is the secret sauce on how to make super fast progress, because if I can scribble 100 times in here and then write code only once or twice, I promise you, you will save a significant amount of time versus just beating your head trying to write code. So I don't know what I want this screen to look like yet. Obviously, it's gonna be some kind of big form. I think going back to something so simple as paper, pen, I like to get colored pencils sometimes just to, visually see different lines and artworks and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have to be pretty. Boxes are totally fine. You don't have to try to draw pictures or anything like that. Just literally like here. I'll show you one of my last ones. Like, no shit, this was the process that I used for that expanded card. So it's like, you can see here's the picture, here's some of the icons that I thought about maybe putting on the expanded section. Here's like, some of the clicks and things like that. So this is something that I go back to over and over and over again, just because it works. It is my method to my madness. I am much more proficient at scribbling with a pen than I am trying to write a bunch of code just to say, yeah, I don't like that, or it doesn't flow right. And sometimes it looks really great on paper and you do write the code and you have to tweak it a little bit, and that's fine, because that is part of the just incrementally improving over and over process. But starting with paper pencil is a cheat code. And if y'all aren't doing it, I highly, highly recommend you just start here and then put it on the computer. And you're gonna have a lot better of a time understanding where the hell your thoughts are, identifying the tickets that you need to write to do the work. Because otherwise you might find yourself going down that approach of where like now all of a sudden the entire thing is all in a single ticket, because it's just kind of hard to think through what all of the pieces are without visually seeing something. So paper, pencil, that's the way. Let's get designing. All right, it's the next day and we worked on a little bit of these designs last night. I was gonna show y'all, but I actually think I'm gonna wait until next video, still flush out some more of my ideas here. And I like to kind of just get away from all my computers, get away from all the tech. I have my little Pomodoro cube here, so we're gonna rock a 60-minute session, hold myself accountable, hold it to the 60 minutes, and just start drawing, cranking designs, put away all the gadgets. I'm super excited to show you all this here in the next video, so stay tuned. I will see you next Sunday. And with that, I will see you next week. Peace.